Hello, my beautiful friends. Sorry I've been MIA. I've been busy, but I also have a horrible cold. And so my eyes water, and it doesn't, I mean, not that I'm fancy anyway, but, like, me sniffing, and I probably sneezed 6 times in this video, but I wanted to get a video out. So we've been cleaning, spring cleaning. So I went mostly let me start that sentence over. I went remote in 2020 like the rest of the world, and my office moved, and then it moved again, and then they kicked us out of academic affairs and into ITS. And so I do go in, but I don't need the kinds of dress clothes that I used to have. And I mean, ladies and gents, if there's gents watching, when I say I have a lot of clothes, that is an understatement. And I'm not really a clothes person. Like, I'm not a shopper. Like, I don't go to the mall. But I have accumulated so many clothes. And I have clothes for all of my different things, right? So I have a whole just dresser full of clothes that go with all of my kilts. I have 6 kilts. One of my bands has 2 kilts and like 3 different setups, 4 different setups you can wear with them. My other band has a kilt and 2 different setups for the top. I have my own family kilt. I mean, I have kilts and kilt gear, all that stuff. So that's its own dresser. Then I have all my hiking clothes. So, because I wear, wicking clothing, and I hike in pants 99% of the time. Every once in a while I'll do shorts, but, there's special socks, and there's the wicking clothing, and then there's the winter clothing, which is orange, and, because I live in Pennsylvania, and we pretty much shoot anything that moves in the woods, right? So I have all that. So that's a dresser. And then I have, I have so many custom hoodies that I've had made. So I have a whole bunch of those. I have all my hippie clothes. I have all my dress clothes. I have fancy clothes because I used to have to go to galas and stuff like that. So I have gowns. And I have shoes that go with all that crap. I have my Red Cross clothing. I have my constable clothing. I have so much clothing. So my mother-in-law came over this weekend, and we just decided, you know what, I'm being attacked by laundry, and I need to put away my winter clothes. So, and I have I'm a big girl, so my clothes are big too, so it takes up a lot of room. And of course, my boys have a ton of clothes because, we buy them clothing, so nobody's naked running around here. And pretty much David has work clothes and his regular clothes, and then my husband has his clothes, and then his shop clothes that he wears when he's up at the shop. Julian has his work clothes. I mean, everybody has all these clothes. So anyway, I decided I'm going to go through it. So we started. So every day I've been going through a dresser. And I mean, when I say I have dressers, oh my God, do I have dressers and closets full of clothes. Clothes with tags on it that I haven't worn. So I'm like, okay, if I haven't worn it and I don't want to wear it right now, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not being sentimental about clothing. I can be sentimental about other things, but not about clothing, because there's really nothing that I have that is sentimental. So, I put a bag out. So we have this Carbon County free cycle site. So I put it up, and I'm like, first, I cannot hold it. I'm sorry. I cannot be bothered with all that crap. I'll hold it for you, and then maybe you'll come, and I'm never here. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to post it. If you get here within an hour, if you can get here in an hour, it's yours. I will hold it that long, but if not, it goes to the next person, because I'm not sitting around waiting for everybody and ever. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago? Yesterday, I posted one. It was gone within, this lady was about 25 minutes away. So I said, I'll hold it for you for an hour so you can get here. But at that hour, I'm putting it out, and it's going to somebody else. She was here, she came and got it. Today I posted it, and it's like one of those sites where an admin has to approve it. Within 30 seconds of it going live, I had somebody who wanted it. I said, I will wait 1 hour. She's like, I have a guy that's at the subway around the corner. He'll come and get it. It was gone in 10 minutes. It was amazing. But then I get all these DMs from all these other people like, well, I need to be next on your list. No, you don't. Here's how it works. I am not that organized. I am going to fill a bag. It's a big bag full of shoes and purses, and I don't even use purses. But they were given to me over time. I'm going to put this in a bag, and I'm going to post it online, and you're going to watch, and then you're going to be the first one to respond, because I'm just giving you the clothes. I'm not selling them to you. I'm not organizing from you. I have some that are in the wash, but by and large, they've been in like tubs and in my closet. So wash them when you get them, because I'm giving you free shit. Just, no, well, I need to be the next one. There are 7 of you who want to be the next one. No, I cannot organize that. And no, I'm not holding it for when you can, get over here. Get an hour. That's what you get. Booze. So, I've never thought giving away things was so stressful. One time I wanted to get rid of a boat. You do not know how hard it is to give away a free boat. That is just incredible. Was that the alarm bell? Oh, yeah, it was the alarm bell. Anyway, I want to read runes, because we haven't done that for a while. So let's do that, shall we? Anyway, I have this sniffy cold. The whole face is like, and I really, really want it to go away. Get all my special rocks and coins out of here, so that we can read the room. Okay. Alright. So let's have Spirit tell us about what we need to know. I know you're trying to fall out, so... Ha! Ewas. So there we go. So what does Ewas mean? We're going to chew a cheater version today, because I don't know where my book is. I also got a new bookcase, so I've been putting things in my bookcase, which is great. It's all like my spirituality stuff, which is great. So Ewas translates to horse, and it says transportation, movement, progress, trust, and change. So progress, I've made significant progress, sort of cleaning out extra stuff and giving it to people who need it. I'm a bigger girl, so there, a lot of skinny people give away clothes all the time, nice clothes. But it's hard to find, professional women's clothing. I mean, in 2 days, I've probably given around $200,000 worth of clothing, because it's really hard to get nice clothing for bigger girls. But I'm glad it's going to people who can use it. One person that wrote to me was like, oh, I have a consignment shop. I don't want to feed your consignment shop. Like, I want to give clothes to women who need them, who are, just had a baby and they need to, have nice clothes to go to a nice, to their new job that they get. But let's see. Progress, trust, and change. What's our progress, trust, and change about, Spirit? Oh, my goodness. My nose is just incredibly crappy already. Oh. Tomorrow I get to go to the zoo with some students. I'm excited. Excited to go to the zoo with Tracy, who watches the channel. She has created this amazing course in our non-credit program. It's really like a bridge program to help students see what vet techs do. And the course is all about animal enrichment when they're in captivity. So we're going to go and do some filming and make some augmented reality and artificial intelligence-y things for her to use. So I'm so excited. All right, what do we have? Rest and transformation. The rune is about trusting progress and change, and the horse, like the movement. Sometimes transformation does require rest. You think about like an egg, right? It's in that little shell developing and growing and growing and growing. It has to rest before it can be transformed, like the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar has to rest in order for it to change into the butterfly. So sometimes we need to know when to act, and sometimes we need to know when to pause. So that's interesting. Am I becoming a butterfly? I hope so. I was thinking about this today. When I accepted this particular job, it was before the pandemic, right before the pandemic. and I oversee online learning, and I see over academic technology, and my specialty is really the high-end technologies, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, things like that. I'm such a nerd. I have no idea the depths of my nerdingham. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, like, nobody has really seen that kind of side of me. I mean, I think they have to some extent, but I mean, I'm a futurist. I'm always looking at the jobs of the future and how we prepare our students for those jobs and the life that they're going to live in the future. And sometimes I just feel like that's not. I mean, that's why I was hired, but because of the pandemic, those needs have changed for the college, and that's fine because I like what I do and I like the people I work with. But I miss doing innovative stuff, right? And so I'd like to be able to do more innovative stuff. So I've slowly started going into doing more consulting again and things like that. And, I would like to do more, get back to more of that innovation stuff. I feel like I've been holding and resting, but maybe it's time. Maybe that caterpillar is coming back into a new butterfly. Maybe that's what this is about. I just trust the progress. Trust that it'll be back. What do we have here? We have effort, the build. Look at all the people building. No, it's one guy stacking sticks, but, like, people are helping. Oh, she's thinking about it. We have liberation. I have to hold my hand over here because there's a nudie part. Unity. And reciprocity. I have to hold my hand over her. She's breastfeeding. Heaven forbid we have breastfeeding women on YouTube. So, it's the mother card. Progress, trust, and change. Interesting. I know. Giving birth to something. That's, I have to think about it. Trust the process. Trust that the changes are good. We had a retreat today, and at work. A retreat is just like a long meeting with snacks. And, and it's funny because I think in a lot of those kind of spaces, especially in education, they want you to care and share, but they don't really want you to care and share. Like, care and share as long as you're saying what we want to hear. And we say we want to hear what you have to say. And we say we want to hear it no matter what it is. But we don't really want to hear it no matter what it is. And one of my pet peeves as of late, and this isn't just where I work, this is in culture. 2020 taught us that we can do a lot remotely. And it isn't necessary to be in a physical place for certain kinds of jobs. Some jobs you have to be in person, obviously, a nurse. And in some subjects have to be taught in person, nursing, right? Those are things that have to be taught in person. But some work can be done remotely. And there's this discussion, and it's really a philosophical one, although it never seems like that. It just seems like people complaining, well, it's not fair, it's not equitable that they don't have to come in and I do. Why is that not equitable? Equity is, do you have the ability to do the job that you love the way you love to do it? Like, if your job doesn't require that you come in because you're just going to sit in your office and Zoom with people anyway, like, then stay home. If your job, requires that you come in because you are a person who cleans offices, then you have to come in. Like, that's the nature of the job. That isn't an equity issue. Well, it's not fair. I have to pay for gas and you don't. Is that an equity issue? I mean, is it just that you're complaining? Like, I don't know. And so, like, that's not a popular opinion in a group of mixed people who are half remote and half not. And it's probably an age-old battle between that. Like, I think that probably stems beyond the pandemic. But I don't think it's an equity issue. I don't think there's the words that you use to talk about it. Like, if you don't want a job where you have to come in, then apply for a job that's remote. And likewise, like, you know, in my staff, like, I let my folks choose, you know, because one of the guys loved to come in. Another one of my folks, it's mixed. Some weeks they want to come in, some weeks they don't. Another person never wants to come in because they live pretty far away. So, you know, like, I think you can be flexible. I think that what 2020 taught us is that we really have the capacity to be flexible and meet people wherever they are. So I feel like that's more equitable than saying, well, everybody has to do this. Because, you know, I always think about that, there's a meme where there's a fence and, like, there are kids playing ball and there's 3 kids that are trying to watch. And so there's different step stools of different sizes so that each kid can see. You know, like, that makes it so everybody can see. Like, but it's not the same size step stool. Right? So, I don't know, like, I don't think it's an issue of equity, whether you're remote or not. I think it's the nature of the work that you do, and, I don't know. But, I cover online spaces, so I'm a champion of online modalities, and I think I could work from the International Space Station. If Virgin Galactic would take me up to space, I'd work from up there. Like, you know, I would love for Virgin Galactic to let me design a Martinis in Space program. And they could be the first intergalactic airline to offer martinis or Coke, you know, have an alcoholic option. But, you know, I'm a visionary. I believe in what I love about the guy from Virgin Galactic is that he's a visionary too. He started a record company because they would not produce the punkers back in the day. And he's like, fine, I will start my own record company. And he did that. And that's how he made his money. So he's a visionary. We have dorms. We could train them. We could train people how to do it. We have a culinary program. We have a hospitality program. We could do it. We could do it. But when I start talking, people are like, roll their eyes. And they're like, oh, don't say that. Why not? Don't tell me I can say whatever I want. Don't tell me I can't say what I want. I mean, that's just nonsense. Anyway, we have surrender, let go, freedom, and flow. We have portal, change, gateway, new beginnings, that change again, new beginning. Together came out the Weavers and the Green Man, nature, connection, source, fate, manifestation, and decisions. Then we have one that flew on the floor. What, pray tell, is this one? Oh, this is what happens when I don't see you guys for a while. I just blabber around forever. Ah, step it out. Hidden courage and camouflage. So I think the whole message is to trust the change, trust the progress. You're heading in good space. You're heading in a good place. It might be a challenge to folks, but it's going to be okay. We're all leaders in some point of our life, right? You don't have to have an official fancy job or title to be a leader in your community or a leader at your job. You know, being an ambassador of light and love, being a person who brings hope, humor, you know, sunshine and light. Like, you know, you don't have to be somebody's boss to make somebody's day, right? So whatever you're doing, whatever, you know, wherever you are, whatever it is you do, you know, there's a quote from St. Francis de Sales: be all that you are and be that well. And I think that's what the cards are saying. Be all that you are and be that well. So I am wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.